start with?
We should start with mine.
Okay.
Okay, Tuesdays, right.
So I like the start of it with the close-up on Jamie's face. I think that's good. But I also quite like starting it with a pan of the refectory. I think that would be nice.
Yeah.
Because then we can get the scene a little bit more.
Set the scene. So, are we writing?
I think maybe we should have the close-up like after we see it go in the toilet, if you know what I mean. It's like she's fumbling around and stuff.
After we see her go in the toilet? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
After we see her go in the toilet, and then when she's in the toilet, she's like sitting down and then the close-up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? What?
What do you?
I don't understand what bit we're on. So we're doing a pan of the refectory and then going to doing the close-up after we see Jamie go in the toilet. The close-up of Jamie's face. We need to say where it is first.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like pan of the refectory and then say where it is. Are we just doing the stages?
Yeah. What kind of camera shot should we use? I think
Pan of the refectory.
pan, and then extreme close-up, close-ups.
Yeah, but it depends what scene.
Yeah. Like in the first bit.
What for the pan of the refectory?
Yeah.
So it'd be
like a pan, and it'd be a mid-shot of the pan.
What, the pan of the refectory is?
No, and then on like Jamie.
No, because a pan of the refectory, like what? How close up are we doing it? Because we're not doing an extreme close up of the refectory, are we?
Yeah, no, but I mean if like when Jamie, when she goes into the toilet.
Oh yeah, extreme close up on Jamie's face. Yeah. Not on the refectory.
Or like a mid-shot of her walking into the toilet.
So the factory would be extreme long shot or long
I'm
shot?
not sure if
I know you could have, instead of
an
the
extreme
refectory and then her going in, you could have, you could stand, you know the glass like bit of the refectory door and the toilet, so then you go in, you sort of have the whole screen and then the refectory and then her going in, instead of two bits.
I think what we should have is in my opinion, I think the best two, do a pan of the refectory, and then we just cut straight to seeing her in the toilet. I don't know if it's worth watching her walk in the toilet.
Someone said that.
It could like, you know how... like... You know how you like, say you pan the refectory, and then it's just like loads of crowds of people like going in, and then you can like zoom in on her in the crowd, and then watch her go into the toilet. I think I put that on my script.
Your script. Yeah, the film with people sitting down, lining to buy food, the camera then zooms, medium shot, a young teenage girl goes into the toilet alone.
I don't know if it's worth having, I don't know, personally, if I was
I think otherwise it would be a bit, because then there's like the transition, isn't it? Otherwise it would be like...
If I was doing it myself, I wouldn't have her walking in. Like I don't know.
Not like walking in, it could just be like she's at the toilet door and then like zooms in on her and then she
So it could be like not like.
And then you cut to her sitting in the toilet.
Yeah, it would be like.
Just go straight to it.
What's her into it?
Yeah, but then you won't know where it is or anything.
If it's in the factory.
Yeah, but how would they know that?
Do pan the refectory first.
Oh, I thought you meant like just start with her in the toilet.
Oh no, I thought that, but no, that's a good so you can just do the factory.
I think if we do a pan of the refectory, it's just sit in the seat.
Yeah, because then.
And then I'd cut straight to her in the toilets.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's worth seeing her in the crowd or seeing her with.
Because we've only got a couple of minutes, haven't we? So.
Yeah, because it's just. If we know she's in the refectory, it kind of sets the scene and tells people where.
Yeah, but then we don't know how long she's been in there for. So she could have been there the whole of lunch, or she could have been there.
What, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know, because I think we should show her like outside the door, like walking in, like only, like not like getting up and walking from the refectory to the toilet, it's just like, I don't know, like.
But if she's doing a pregnancy test,
Like-
don't you have to wait like 2 minutes
Oh,
to
yeah.
see her with her eyes? And then,
Yeah, so yeah, I think we should cut to.
cause then we'll have
Don't have
to
to wait a whole 2 minutes then, so that's just be boring.
But also, yeah, we don't have to see her actually doing the pregnancy test.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, because if she walks in the toilets, then she's got to do the pregnancy
So you can
test.
see her get like the pregnancy test
Out
out
of
of
her
the
bag.
bag. And then like just watch her acting really nervous and stuff. And then she goes out.
You
and
can
then
see her sat in there anxiously for like 10 seconds or something. And then she gets it out of her bag and then
And then you don't show that it's positive until she's gone all a bit distant and then like flashes. When we
But I don't know if it's for like setting the scene until you even get. I don't know. I can't how to explain it.
Are we gonna have it snowing? It should be snowing.
It's raining, isn't it?
Yeah, raining. But you can't hear snow.
what if it doesn't rain?
Oh, well,
It's water.
yeah, well, someone will do that.
I don't know, maybe.
So we're just going to do panel refectory and then cut to her sitting in the toilet.
I think if we
Yeah.
could have her get out her bag and then be a bit.
And then
I
it's
don't know.
like
Because then we don't
get
know.
really nervous.
Because it could be somebody else's if she gets out of the bag and then, I don't know.
I think like when you watch TV dramas, you don't really see them like go do get out their bag,
Yeah.
and then you don't really see them like 15 seconds later then looking at the pregnancy test. They usually cut to another scene, they come back.
Yeah, but
I've
then
seen
we,
one where she's just like sitting there.
yeah, but that's a bit boring for 2 minutes because we've only got 2
You're not
minutes
going
to
to do
do.
2 minutes though, because that's boring anyway.
Even
Because
if
actually
She
just
could
do
be
it for,
sitting there, she could get like out of the bag so you know, and then it could cut to
There's nothing to cut to though, is there? Because it's like
Just
leave the
flashback.
bag thing then, because none of us have broke that.
the flashback.
yeah, and then it could go to the flashback and then it could go back and she's like crying.
I don't think we should show the bag.
But the flashback ain't they going for like only
What,
a
like
couple of
her getting out
seconds?
the bag?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't either. I think we should have it when we see her getting the pregnancy test out the bag.
What, so just cut to her like sitting on the toilet holding it in hands?
Yeah, 'cause I think that shows enough that she's
Oh,
just
yeah, I think I agree.
Um,
So panel refectory. Jamie sitting on the toilet.
So if you start with like Livy's very beginning,
my very
kind of the refectory, so you start with that.
I think I did a pan factory too.
I think we've all done. We've
I
all
didn't
most
like
of
that.
us have, alright.
Yeah, panel the school refectory. Jamie's on the toilet.
I think we should start with Livy's beginning.
Yeah, my beginning.
I thought we were going to go through all of them, see what was good and bad, then see what we should do.
Okay, then we'll do
And
that.
then bake.
See what we should have. Shall we have move her a bit at the bottom where we can put whose bit we'll use for what. Because I think as we're going through, like, say I looked at Tuesday and you put like I really strongly feel we should have that bit in it, but you'll just write it down and come back to it later.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what's coming.
What, so it's Jamie sitting on them? And then what goes after the toilet?
Be flashback, wouldn't it?
Yeah, once we
And then
see
she
when-
goes
when-
out.
When we can have the old over shoulder shot when we see her.
Wait, we need to go through all of them first, don't we? I didn't ignore
Wait, so is
you.
it the flashback then the over the shoulder shot, or does it show that it's positive and then the flashbacks?
I think flashback and then
When she walks out and everything, so we can see it from her
Everything's
point
like-
of view, and it's diegetic sound.
yeah, like really
So-
ducks, everything's like distant.
We can just hear what she
And it
hears
just
and see
flashes.
what she sees. So it's
Yeah,
blurry, muffled, and then we
but
get
not
these.
TV. I was
Right.
just-
Okay, that's not.
I mean, like,
I don't know.
when she's sitting on the toilet, is it like where the
Sitting
camera
on the
angle is? It like say I'm sitting on the toilet, is the camera like facing me there, or is it like?
I think we can have lots of different angles to show like
Yeah.
the time, because if there's just one angle
And how?
and it's meant to be quite a while, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, so I think lots of different angles show like the time passing.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea if we have a look at it.
And
And
would
just
it
before we
show-
have the flashback, have it like
I think you should
zoom
have-
out and see a clock
Wait,
on the
you
wall
know
and we're
how
looking at the
like
clock.
some
no clock
they have
control.
like
We can put
They-
on that.
they have like the person moving around, but it like fades, if you know what I mean. Like it fades into different
You
ones.
could have a clock.
Oh,
noise
it
in the
fades into
background.
different
Oh, yeah.
angles.
Yeah, like say she's like sat there, and then like it will kind of fade, and then she'll be sat in a different place dressing and stuff. You know, like seen that.
Yeah, but I think we could just literally have her sit down the toilet and do that fade thing, just from different angles.
Mhm.
Like look at her from straight,
And her shoulder.
then look at her from the side.
Have you seen them on in like TV or something where they're like bored or something, and they'll be like doing homework, and then it'll fade
Yeah, and
into
then
another
sit on
one.
the back and then sit on the floor. And then,
Yeah.
But I think we could also have it like, and then finally, once we finish with the fading bit, we can have an over shoulder shot to see what she's seeing. Kind of.
Yeah. What? So are we gonna show that it's positive to be before the flashback?
No, just look.
We said, didn't we, when we asked Amy, they said you shouldn't have it at the beginning.
Yeah, no, we should.
At the
just-
very
we
end
should
of the
have a-
scene.
What did Mr. Rose say?
we should- I can't remember.
He said, well, we asked Hannah and Nat and them, so he said that not to show at the beginning. He said at the very end of the scene, like they all said, you need to see it, but not at the beginning. They said like,
Well, we're just gonna have it like flash.
yeah, for literally like half a second.
So what comes after Jamie sitting on the toilet?
I think we should show like the flashback thing, and then like at the very end, not the very end of the scene, and then like after it's finished, she's like, we then see her walking out.
Well, wait, in my script I put like I think someone was talking to her like through the toilet door. You know what I mean?
Maddie.
How are we gonna have her leaving? Because I wrote.
It could be like someone's
I thought,
knocking
yeah,
on the door
look
and
at
go like, Jamie, are
How
you
do you
okay?
think?
I thought we can introduce see her when she opens. Well, you can cut and she can have the flashback and it'll cut back from the flashback. And we can just see her opening the door handle, like from her point of view, opening it, cut to a shot from outside where we see her walking out and
Yeah,
know where
like,
she's going to. And then we see her again from her point of view, and everything's muffled, you can't hear very much noise. It's all like diegetic, so you hear what she's hearing. And it's all like blurry, and you know when you see it in
Slow
films
motion.
where people are like, yeah, and you can see
I
people
know,
moving.
I know
but
what you
can't
mean,
see
just
their
can't
faces.
explain it.
I think you
Yeah.
should have her walking, like I know someone said like have a friend outside, but I think you should have her like walking towards the table in slow motion.
Yeah, but how's she gonna?
You know, like, have you seen in films or something, there'll be someone standing in the middle of the road and then the cars will go past, but it's like really blurry and just like colourful lights.
Yeah, because they're
You
in
could
their
do that
own
with the
world.
people.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Have
That's
blurry-
So
what I
only her in focus.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's oblivious to everything else going on around
So
her.
she walks out and then there's like no sound.
So it's like someone gonna knock on the door. I put in mine. Wait, what did I put? She stands up and unlocks the toilet door. She walks to the mirror and takes 3 deep breaths and wipes a tear that escaped her eyes. She turns around and slowly and cautiously opens the door, which is over the shoulder sort of shot. So when she opens the door, Jasper and Maddie are waiting outside for her, and we see them as well as her.
Yeah, I think that's
And
good.
they're like that. They can be out of focus and that. Is that a good idea?
And like she could be like walking into the factory and then all the people like zooming past her like they do.
Yeah.
I'm really confused.
I don't know how to spell oblivious.
OBLIVIOUS.
I think that's sort of awkward. Who waits for people? I don't stand outside the door.
OBLIVIOUS.
Really?
No, I don't stand outside the door.
Where do you use that?
Well, if someone's going to the toilet in a factory, I'll go inside and it's the next one.
Never did. There was seen it going, but they didn't want to go with it
A boy
because.
wouldn't start that.
Okay,
No, like
let's
not in
do
like
that then.
when you go in the door, not like they'd be like in the outside bit where you like go in the other factory bit.
Maybe you could have like, you know, whether if they're say they're sitting, are they sitting down in the refectory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have them. You could.
Do you think we should
You
do
could
someone
sort of-
waiting outside or her coming out walking towards
Well, I
them?
think you could have them come out walking towards them because
But
saw-
they're outside, like
Oh, I thought they were sitting down
They're-
in their
Well,
refectory.
you two and we've got like different scripts. You've got like they're stood outside. I've got that they're sat on the table. And like that's when we had like walking out. She's walking out in slow motion. Like that's when the sound was like muffled. I thought that was bad because it makes it like longer.
Then I suppose if one would work. If they're like just standing outside the toilet, then she could walk.
I can visualise both happening. But I think the reason I did her walking towards her friends, because I thought maybe we could see them looking at her, like, I can't explain it, like, say me and Tuesday, say me and Tuesday walking towards me and
It's
Fee,
more dramatic.
and we can just see her walking towards us, and we can look at each other and look at her like, is she okay?
But she'll still be walking to them anyway if they're outside.
Huh?
It's if they're outside, they won't
Outside
be like
where?
right. They won't.
The toilet.
They won't be right up next to the door.
That's not a walk. It's a door open.
We could.
But you have to walk out the toilet.
It depends whether we want to have more of her. Depends whether we want her to be walking around the school with her friends, or whether we want to sit down having a conversation.
No,
But like,
because they're gonna.
like, what are they going to talk about though? I think that's more dramatic because the conversation starts, like when she gets with them, sits down with them. So like, if they're outside and then they walk towards the table or something, what are they going to talk about?
Yeah, but doesn't. Yeah, but they.
Well,
They're talking about we've done it. They said, are you okay in that? And then she's just like, yeah, I'm fine.
And then she
Before
would
you
run
done
off
this?
crying or something.
Yeah, that's what we was gonna do, weren't we? Look, she goes, I'm just gonna get some air. You put. So
Do you think we need a fifth opinion on who? What we should do?
it's meant to be our own ideas, isn't it? We're not meant to get
I
searched all the
don't
time.
really mind.
Neither do I. Like, I think either way could work. So.
I think it would make it go on longer instead of her just coming out, literally just taking like one step out of the toilet and they're there.
But then if we haven't got that long,
It's 3 minutes.
It's about 2 to 3 minutes. So.
I just realised something as well. Do you know, I put in mine, I think you put in yours as well, that we can hear rain against the window.
yeah.
Yeah, the refectory toilets, there's like a shelter over it so rain doesn't go on the window.
I
was just
Not
I
really
haven't
raining.
read about rain.
Oh my god, how are we going to do that then?
Oh,
Oh,
or we could like, I don't know.
If it's not raining, we're a bit stuck.
Or,
You can hear the rain above the
well, not really. You can just get one of them, you know, them
Maybe hear the rain on top of
hoses
the
that you
shower.
like squeeze and it sprays out. Just get them.
I've got
So it's like shh.
I've got a hose like
or we
that.
can have I've got an idea. Maddie and Jasper, like standing in that bit, like the where you line up there. So then she still walks, but. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
It
could.
doesn't really matter where it is because they don't talk.
I
about
quite
it.
like the idea of rain because it kind of sets rain dark, gloomy, not
Yeah.
brilliant, and it kind of
It like
foreshadows.
adds more depression to the mood.
Yeah, and it foreshadows what's going to happen.
She could like or I think it might be a good idea to go in the refectory because then if they do sit down, she can like get up and walk away quickly and then we can like follow her out in the rain.
That's what I put in most of it.
I think we should
Well,
have that bit.
no, that's mine all
You
put
put.
in.
I'm just gonna get some air.
And then she walks out.
Slow motion of Jamie leaving the refectory. The screamer goes back.
And then you can see her like, in the
I quite like that idea actually. Like,
Yeah,
if she
seeing
gets
her
up
in
and
the
walks
rain.
out
She
and then
quickly
people
gets off the
follow her.
chair.
Yeah,
So if they sit down and have a conversation and get up and
yeah, because it makes it more dramatic if she does that. So she walks out.
The toilet and walks towards the table.
Will they be sitting like whereabouts?
Well, we usually sit in there.
Well, like on the left, at the back.
The very bottom.
And we can do like when she's walking there because it's like really blurry and slow motiony and like muffled. We could do like people like barging past her, so she just like goes like I don't know.
I think we need to like set it on a day that we know it's raining. And like I was thinking, you know when they said show the pregnancy positive at the end, you could do it when she's stood in the rain.
What we can do
And
be,
the teacher's like,
because we're all going to film ours at the same time, like all the groups. We can do like when they're in the refectory, we can film that. But then, if it's not raining that day, we can go back another day when it is raining and shoot her like what outside when it is. I think that might be better.
yeah. Also, I think with the positive pregnancy test, when we see it positive, I think we should.
I don't think we should see it for that long. I think it should
No,
be
I
like,
think I should literally flash on screen and flash off again.
Yeah.
and also see speeds. It might be like really boring people.
It's fine, they can listen. Swap them up before we go and like happen. But I think we should have.
You might want to cut that out.
Yeah, I will. I think we should have people doing. So we should have.
I think
we should have her being oblivious to everything, and then they flash the positive.
Right, Livy, start that again.
Okay. I think we should have her when she's oblivious to everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think when she's oblivious to everything and walking to her friends, I think then when she's in like a daze and not herself, she should flash the pregnancy test and then flash it back off again. Or I should have to do it then, or should I have to do it when
She's in the
she's sat down with her friend, about to walk